It says I'm live, but am I live? There's only one way to find out. Wait for somebody to actually show up and tell me I'm live. Nah. Dutch Yoda. Man, you are first all the time, it seems, Dutch. Dutch, you're on top of stuff. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Can you hear and see me, my good friend? What do we got here? Yeah, I kind of figured we wouldn't have too many people watching today. Barbara, how are you? You are. Hello. Okay, so let's get right to it. The big finish. Okay, this is going to be a two-parter. One here, and then a lot later. I'm going to start a little earlier. Ice Guardian, how are you? Steven, how are you? I'm going to start a little early, 7:30. 7:30, we're going to be on Twitch for Board Game Geek TV. Just doing our thing. Skinny Jean here, viewing on my mobile. Oh, nice call. Nice call, my man. All right, so let's talk about what we're doing here, okay? We got this big guy. I can't wait to be done with this guy. You know, there's a lot of challenges that go into, first of all, painting something this size, but number two, trying to do it live, because it's so big, it's hard to get really good camera angles and show exactly what you're doing. But we're doing all right. So let me just show you where we're at. Okay. Let's see right here. Okay, I gotta just check my hands. And I'm not talking about Rob. Dear Lord, look at that thing. Nice one. Okay, one of the things that we're going to be working on, and I kind of want to highlight this particular part, is he's not all one color, okay? If you look here, I'm going to show you how we're going to get this effect here. You see how that kind of, the pustules kind of, it's almost like he's got a rash underneath his arms. I mean, I guess that's the best way to put it. But in a lot of things I've seen that he has this kind of growth here. So we want to work on that. Also, during this stream, we're going to kind of want to work on this base. I already kind of lightly dry brushed with an administration gray, which is completely out. But I want to go another color light and then work our way out. We're constantly working our way out. We want to work on the portal on the back. And I kind of want to just do some highlights. I want, as you can see, his nails are all in Ushabi bone. So we want to put a wash on there. But first we've got to do a few things before we can get to that point. So exactly as I said, we've got some work to do. Let's get to it. Let's not waste any time, because we do want to get this in. Tonight you'll see the finish on Board Game Geek, and that's the way that will go. Now we're going to take a celestial gray. This is a even lighter gray than the one I just used. Actually, I want to get something a little lighter. Let's go to, I'll tell you what, I did get a lot of stuff. Okay, there we go. An Utherin gray. That's perfect. That's a nice gray. See how light that is? That's where I want to start bringing those rocks out and stuff like that. I want to bring those temples out a bit. So we're going to dry brush that onto this entire base, which should take the entire hour. No, not at all. We're going to fly here. We're going to fly, and we're going to get a lot done. The first two parts, we got a real lot done, and I was very happy with what we got done. So I'm just going to take a good amount of this, and then I'm just going to do our usual thing. I'm going to get it right into those bristles. Get in there. How many pots have you used approximately? So far, full pots, I've used 5. So, this is a little expensive undertaking. For the first thing that I wanted to do on Board Game Geek, I think this was a bit of an undertaking. I kind of consider this like the the Daytona 500. Yeah, it's the the granddaddy of things, but let's be honest, the real racing doesn't start till next week. Not that I'm a NASCAR fan, but that's what I've heard. So very lightly, yeah, that's exactly what we're looking for. Do you see how that's coming out now? And we're just letting that sit up. There we go. Just taking this big brush and really kind of brushing over these rocks like we wanted to. Just getting that effect that I want. I don't want to hit every single rock, but I'll tell you what. You can see from this above view how this is now starting to stand out, and that's exactly what I'm looking for. Now we're in the dry brush stage where it's not going to be a lot of paint. It's just going to be just more just making sure that you got good coverage on your brush and going lightly. And this isn't even my big brush. We're saving that one for the big fella here. Sometimes you feel good about this. Okay, there we go. And you just got to be careful because too much is too much. And less is more, folks. Less is more. I'd rather have you add paint than have to try to figure out how to take paint away, And don't be afraid to make it a little heavier in certain areas, as you can see over here. All right. Let's see if we can get a different view here. And take it from there. Oh, look at this. Look at this guy come in here and pump his own show up. So he sends Skinny Jeans in here to pump up. You just wait till I get back from Gen Con, Mr. Steve Tower. Okay? Because I'll tell you something. I've got some things in my mind, and you're not going to like what's going to happen to you and your Monday Night Tights. That's all I'm going to say. And you can sit there with your pompous little attitude, come in here and try to get some free advertising on my nickel. You got Skinny Jeans pumping up your channel. Oh my goodness. By the way, everybody, this isn't real for those of you that see this later, okay? They're going to be like, oh my God, is Rob really... This is all part of I don't know. Maybe it is a little real. Maybe it is. I don't know. Gotta wonder. What's this Steve Tower up to? I really want these rock formations to kind of sit out a little bit. And I got some nice, it's kind of hard to see on this camera how I got some of this brown just sitting up. But I'm taking and just certain areas really just kind of really roughing it up a little bit over the top here. Master actor. Cthulhu. This is the guy I'm sending to your cheap little channel. That's what he's getting painted for. Come take over. You think Super Stinger is going to survive this? My man. I will tell you right now. And just taking and being very free-forming with your brush and dancing around. So you see how these rocks start to come out? All right, let's... This thing is just huge. So you see just that little bit of... And how it works here? See, I'm not worried about it going... Because I'm just moving it around. And it's going to dry a little darker, so I'm really not that worried about it. Plus, I got a few things in mind for this that you will see. And we're really just taking this brush and just having some fun and moving some paint around, right? Godzilla Lover Game Line, how are you? here we go. And we are just moving this around here. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see. Greetings all. I bought my Gen Con badge today, so hopefully I can meet Rob in person. You never know. You never know. Unfortunately, I'm shaking the table a little bit, and I apologize for that. I actually moved some things around here. If you can see, oh, Game Line, thank you very much. Lady luck to meet Rob at Gen Con. You never know. You never know. I'm pretty elusive. You know, I'm going to say something, and I hope some people don't take offense. But they're like, oh, you should have Rob's meetup. I'll be honest with you. I'm no different than the rest of you guys. I'm not a professional channel. I'm not somebody that, tries to do this for a living. I'm just a regular guy, and I feel very uncomfortable doing something like that, believe it or not. I even felt uncomfortable having my own Discord channel, so there you go. I have such wonderful people that follow me, but, and I'm thankful for it more than you can ever imagine. But I'll be honest with you. It's kind of, let's go to the other camera here. It is really hard to, I'm just not, my ego doesn't need the stroking. It's nice, but I would feel kind of funny. Oh, hey, come see me. What does that mean? Don't worry about seeing me. Go meet each other. That's the most important thing. You get to know some people on here, and just get to meet each other. That's the greatest gift that I can ever give you guys, is someone that you become close with that you may not have known. Someone different. Someone from a different country or a different walk of life. I mean, what an incredible gift that is to give to somebody. And I think that for me is satisfaction alone. Is to just see you guys really just enjoy yourself. Game Line, thank you so much. Man, I'm the one that's supposed to be taking care of you. The most unprofessional professional. You may be a regular guy, but you bring out the best in people. Well, thank you, Barrett. You're actually a pretty good guy. This is one of those guys that's an up-and-comer. I really think this kid's got a lot of talent. Like my girl, Jonah, who is just a sweetheart with her husband, and their beautiful children. I'm really, really blessed. I've had a hellacious time this year. And, the channel's been good. It's just personal life has been really, really tough. With Amanda and, just a bunch of other things. You never stop worrying, guys. Let me tell you something. You think you get them out of the house? Guess what? You always hear, you do so much for others, and it's pleasant, surprising to see that when I first started watching you. Thank you, Godzilla. Do you see it? Hold on, G. Ugh. Come on, big fella. Move out of the way. Look at this one. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to make this one look good. Look at that one, huh? Well, let's get it in there for Godzilla. There we go. A little Godzilla action for our girl there. Always for our girl. So I changed things around. Actually, I'm going to show you guys real quick. So the person that watches this back, I'm sorry, but, this is the way this channel works. So we're actually going to take this camera out. Because first of all, this camera, painting something this big is just a pain. Okay, let's get that out of there. Whoa. That's good, because I'm going to actually move this out of here. So we made some space up there for some stuff for Gen Con. And yeah, hey, that's the new monitor and the computer in the back. But we added this whole cabinet system. Okay. So in the front, it has drawers, and it's got a big drawer on the side, so we can do a lot more. So I actually was able to make more space over here. so I can actually move this chair around. So there you go. All right, I'm actually going to change the camera angle for a second here. And I have an idea. Let's see how this works. Hopefully. Well, why don't I just turn the thing around on the camera so I can see what it looks like. There we go. That might work a little bit better. All right, so let's try that angle now. All right. So not perfect, but I'm hoping that I can show you what I want to do in here. It's going to be a poor angle too. Unless I do this. Hold on, guys. Hold on. That might work. There we go. First of all, let's do that. And there we go. It's not perfect, but we'll get it. Whoop. All right. There we go. Thank you. So, right in here, okay, this is kind of a critical area here because it kind of fits in with this area here, which we're going to turn. See how I blended all this in here? I'm going to show you how to do that today. All right. So let's finish doing some things on the base here. So we're going to go up top, and then we're going to come back and do some things with the big boy here. Okay, so one of the things I want to do, a lot of turning to this guy. So we're using that lighter Utherin gray, and it's really starting to bring some of the stone out and stuff like that, and it's going to help us do some of the things that we really want to do here. And all I'm doing is I'm taking a little bit out of this pot and just using this paper and taking it off because I don't want a lot on there, but I want just enough. Let's move this out of the way here. All right. What a channel, huh? Most unprofessional channel ever. And all we're going to do is just really kind of hit some areas a little heavier, especially underneath here, because there's something I want to do here, and we're going to try to do, but you'll see what I'm talking about very shortly. How much does that bad boy weigh? He doesn't weigh anything. I mean, geez, can't be more than 10 pounds or something like that. Not even, to be honest with you. I'm not a good judge of weight. I'm really not, unfortunately. So, again, just a little bit stronger in here, and there's a reason for that, and you'll see very shortly. Come across this a little bit. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, son. And I don't mind going a little bit stronger in there. Now, this side here, I'm really just taking and really just using up as much as I can on the brush itself, because I want this effect that I'm trying to get. The not so miniature looks incredible. Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you. We're gonna remember 7:30 on Board Game Geek on Twitch. Is that it? Twitch? No, it's not Twitter. It's Twitch. There we go. I get so mixed up with all this social media stuff. I don't know. I mean, I thought I was somebody when I figured out YouTube's a little bit, and I still don't know everything. Those puppers are about to bark at somebody. Well, that's all right. I think it's just my son coming by. who can do no wrong right now because of the beautiful granddaughter that he gave us. But I'm sure he'll mess up and I'll get angry at him somehow. All right. Serial Heroes, how are you? Holy, I just got in. I haven't seen this since you primed it. Oh, thank you. Wow. Arnold, I just wonder how much this would cost in paint used. Looks awesome. So far, I used 5 pots at $7 a pop. A can of primer. Well, is it $7? I think it's like $5.50 for a pot of paint. I used a thing of wash, which is $7. Let me just figure this out in my head. Hold on. I'm not going to use any more pots because I pretty much have it figured out. Good $10 can of primer. I'd say this costs you about $50. $50-$60 so far. That's not to say. You see how I kind of am dancing around things here? Yeah, there we go. All right. And come on, boy. Come on, boyo. And I'm not taking, you're at the point now where you don't have to really use a lot of paint. Now it's just going over, and once you get that initial coverage, that's where you really start the work here. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. There's got to be a better angle here. Oh, hold on. Here's Gabby Cam. Gabby Cam. Hey, how are you? Yes, I love you. No, stop. There you go. 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 Okay, you don't have to lick me. Come on. Let's go. Out. Ugh, Gabby Cam. Oh, God. I didn't switch over to the camera. I didn't switch over to the camera. Jeez. That was dumb. I didn't switch the camera over. I was supposed to go to this camera. Alright, whatever. Sorry, guys. Alright, let's turn this guy and try to get a good angle here where we can see exactly what I want to do here. Okay, right in here. Okay, I want to work that in there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Somebody's here. Somebody's here. I bet you the UPS guy. They hate that UPS guy. I am excited to break out the airbrush on this monstrosity. That you have done so far. It looks great. Well, thank you, Sean. Stupid question. But is this just a figurine or is it to be used in game? It's actually to be used in the game, believe it or not. Jens, what's up? I can't believe I am the worst. It's the worst channel. I mean that. Okay, so let's move that over. Let's move that. Okay, let's see if we can do this where you guys can see what I'm going to do here. First of all, I'm going to take a smaller brush. Something about this size here. Alright. And what I want to do here is I have pink horror. And I'm sorry about the light, but this is the only way I can do it, guys. Because I really want you to see this. I'm going to take some pink horror. I'm not going to water it down, nothing. I'm going to get a little of it up there. And what I want to do is I'm going to take as much of this off as I possibly can. Okay? Without taking it all off. Alright? Where did I start? Yeah, I started over there. And in this armpit area, all I'm going to do is I'm going to try a little here. Yeah, there we go. And I'm going to kind of work it. It's such a weird angle, too. Oh, maybe you guys can see here. Okay. So I'm going to work it in here. And I really want to take and dry brush this in here. And I'm going to come out and I'm going to use up as much of this paint as I can underneath this armpit area. Because what we're doing is we're creating a different shade for him, a different texture for him. Alright? And I kind of work it out here a little bit into that. And just work it almost into the center here. Now I know that's kind of hard to see, but let's take the camera and see if we can bring it closer. See, I'm just trying to give you now you see how that effect works? So it gives him a little bit more of a different type of color. So I'm actually holding the camera and doing this. Wow, what a pro, huh? And just, even though there's very little on my brush, it's just that little bit of shade in there. Just like on that side. You see how that all kind of works in there a little bit? Well, I want it on both sides. It just gives a little more depth to the big fella. Alright, so let's just put that there. And that's what we're just trying to do here. So I can go back to my paper here. So I guess it will be used at some point in playthrough. Yes, exactly. So then again, and then just come in here and work again. Work. Shake the table. And you want to blend it kind of in a little bit here. Alright, so that's good. So that's what we want to do there. So now that we got both sides done, it's going to help us because we've got something else we've got to do here. Remember, we're darkening everything up to lighten everything up. But getting that pink horrors in there, it really makes a big difference because it's going to help us later on when we start doing what we need to do here. Now we're going to go back to what we were doing, and I think I'm going to put this camera, first of all, let me change angles so it's not bouncing around. Let's use that one there. Okay, so I'm going to put this back in there. Get in there, buddy. Come on now. See, this way you guys don't have to experience all the shaking and stuff. There we go. Alright, and I'm going to turn that. Like I said, I'm trying to give you angles. It's really hard because this is such a monstrosity. Alright, there we go. So, there we go. Alright, there we go. Now you see what I'm trying to build here. How I'm trying to build out. Now, the next thing I want to do is I want to take some of this white scar. Okay? And I'm going to do the same thing. The real key point that I want to work on is that thing in the back. Okay? Now, I'm actually going to need I actually need this to get dry. How much time do we... Oh, we're not doing bad. Hi, Larissa. You never have to apologize for being late. You are under no contract obligation to even show up. All right, so wait a minute. Now let's go with the ceramic. Oh, I hope this one is this is the one I'm looking for because it's thick. It's like mud in here, and I want to use this up. All right, so we have this nice ceramic white, which is very strong, very strong. And we're going to take, and we're just going to kind of work that into that area that we had all that gray, and just kind of get that paint off if we can. All right. Now this is where we got to be careful. We got to be really careful here. Okay? The one thing I want to do here is just certain areas here. And right in here, I'm going to kind of circle it, okay? So I want you to see this, okay? So you see this? I'm just making a circle right here. Rob, have you lost your mind? No, I have not, trust me. Well, kind of. And I'm making a circle here. And I'm getting stronger and stronger. So I want you to see this. See how that's sitting there? All right. Remember that. Remember that. All right. Whoa. Come on, Rob. Stay in the camera angle here. Well, it's kind of hard to see this one. I'll show you this one from the back. So again, I'm going to take a glob of this paint. I'm going to take a good amount of it off. Let's do the back side, so maybe that'll show a little bit better here. There we go. There we go. So the same thing here. I want to make a circle. Rob, what are you doing? All right. That guy's out of his mind. What's he doing? What's he doing? I'm making a big circle and I'm just kind of fading it in there. And then back on this side here. Ugh. Boy, I keep moving this thing around. Okay, can we see that? Yeah, okay. So I'm going to pull a little bit more of this. Let's see if we can do the same thing here. No, we need a little bit more. Actually, we can kind of start to kind of... Oh, Gab, what now? And I want to work the higher points here with this white. Alright. Alright. Let's take a little bit more of this. Okay. And again, nice big circle. I know. It's craziness. It's madness. Alright, this one you're not going to be able to see. Wait, did I do this one alright? Yep, okay. And I'm just going to do this front one here. I'll do it quickly. Can't lose what you don't have. Huh? So I guess it will be okay. You can... A turntable or Lazy Susan would have been helpful. Yeah, if I had one of those, but I wasn't at this point with everything that I've spent on this thing. I was not going to go out and buy more. I'd rather just kind of wing it and see what happens here. Alright. Alright. There we go. And a little, oops. That's a little bit too much there. We can fix that. There we go. Just to highlight the top of those rocks a little bit. And now that we got a good amount of this off, just a little bit, just a little touch to highlight it. And we're doing everything right. I think I need a little bit more of that pink in there, but I'll worry about that later. I will worry about that later. Let's just figure this out a little bit. And top down. There we go. And just tickle that. And I have some nice browns in here that's kind of hard to see with everything that's going on with this with the big boy here, but we're right where we want to be. We are so right where we want to be that tonight's show is on BGG should be pretty decent. But our real show, I think, starts when we get back from Gen Con and we just start painting all kinds of awesome things that you guys want to see. And I think that's where this is really going to shine. At least I hope. Alright. Just looking. I just want to see how... Okay, good. Alright. I'm not too upset with that. Work that here, work that here. All right. It all fits into my plan, I think. Now, let's go here. No, we don't want to see me. Okay, there we go. Alright, so now I just got to find it. So bear with me, folks. Oh, don't tell me that fell behind again. That's going to annoy me. Ugh. Godzilla magazine. Yeah, the one from Life. Alright, so I'm going to go in here. Let me make sure I got enough glue. Let me take some of this. And now we gotta go in this other cabinet. Yeah, see, I built a whole cabinet system underneath here. Not bad. I'm gonna take some of our static grass. All right. So this is always a fun part. Where do you want to put grass? See it right? And there's kind of nice. Okay. And we'll take a little. Just a little dab, do you? Can't be afraid here. Can't be afraid to be adventurous. Yeah, see? I like that. Yeah, kind of like that. A little bit here. You don't want to overkill it either. But I will. Yeah, but I will. Alright. Just we'll take this outside and shake it out eventually once it dries. Boom. I think that's a nice little touch. It brings some of that life to it that we really want to do. You know? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe a little right here. Just a little bit. There we go. Right there. Right there. Okay. And I'm just gonna get in there. That's right. Get in there. Huh. Those little things that bring more highlights to it, you know? You know, I kind of like this little ridge here. I'll show you this. There's a little ridge here. I think that kind of works. Yeah. I'm just going to take a little bit. And thank you, Jedi. My good friend, Jedi. Alright. Oh, got big water. There we go. No, it is because I'm touching the glue. Getting glue on my hands, which isn't bad because now I'm making little patches. Well, I kind of like that. What do you guys think? Huh? Maybe a little right here. I wish I had a tree. I think I do have a tree somewhere. Just want just a little. Oh boy. Come on. Don't quit on me, glue. I didn't quit on you when I catch you. There we go. All right. All right, let's... Oh boy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Isn't this fun? For me, it's fun. Hope you guys are enjoying this at least. Oh yeah, see, just these little touches, these little nuances. These are the things that separate. It just gives some personality to it. That's all you're trying to do. And we haven't even highlighted the big boy yet. We're saving that for the end. We're saving that. That's the big finish. We're gonna do his eyes, and we're gonna do some highlights. Let's turn this around so you guys can see what's going on here. Boy, I think right in there, a little bit of, and then maybe a little right here, just sitting on that ledge. Maybe got a little rain, maybe the weather's been a little bit completely off topic, but I was looking at Gasland's video and was thinking having you build a few cars live would be really cool session. Well, the funny you should say that, because I just bought a whole bunch of cars over this weekend at the flea market, and guess what? I found a whole bunch of really cool weapons, and we are going to be building our cars live for Gaslands when I get back from, you got it, Gen Con. It's funny you should mention that. It's almost like you did it. You did it because you knew, Sean. You knew. Have you been spying? Are some of the equipment that you gave me have some spy technology there, pal? Something you want to tell me, pal? We wouldn't be where we're at if it wasn't for Mr. Sean Makowski, and I do not take him for granted. Actually, yeah, unfortunately, I have taken him for granted because I do have some things I have to finish for him. It's just he always gets pushed off because everybody else has been very squeaky lately, and I'm doing the best I can with all the personal things that we've had go on over the last year. But we're getting there. It's a little at a time. Plus, we're running a channel. We work a full-time job. And, I don't know. This has become more than a passion to me, that's for sure. It has become an obsession. Alright, I think, let's see, what does it say there? Sweet. That equipment was just a setup. Makes the figure even look cooler. I didn't think that was possible. Well, I'm trying. I'm trying to make things, I just don't think it'll work if I put a little up here. It'll look like, I was thinking of trying to make it look like moss, but nah. I think that's good there. Maybe just a little kiss there. That's all. Just a little bit there. It's whatever you feel like doing, and that's the best thing about this. It's how creative that you want to be. You could do this with sand, for crying out loud, and say, well, I'll be honest with you. Those rocks and the sand, we could put a little sand in there if we wanted to. Huh? It's all what you feel like doing. Alright, let's take a little bit of that and move that over here. There we go. And you just dab it in there. Yep, that works. And then finally, maybe just a little bit over here. I think that'll do it. And I think that'll set it apart. Individuality. It doesn't have to look like everybody else's. It's what you want to do. What do you see in your mind? Right? We all see different things because we're all different and we're all special in our own way. Yes, we are. I really believe that in my heart. We all have a good quality. If we were just... First of all, that's not going to be water, my good friend. That is going to be a cosmic portal when I'm done with it. Hope. Or it'll look like a lot of water. Add some water effect to the water. Let's just take a little bit of this off. There we go. And a little water to the water. There we go. Alright, I like that. I like that a lot. So, let's close up our glue. And just that little bit helps bring out the big fella a little bit. Just a little bit. Now, what we were talking about was getting this guy ready for some highlights. Alright. Let's go top down. Oh, actually, no, because that isn't going to help me. Yeah, I'm going to have to take this off again. There we go. Alright. Now, the one thing that I do want to do is... Oh, come on. Let's move that out of the way. And what we're going to do now is I'm going to move over here. There we go. Now, it's going to be hard to see, unfortunately. But taking some Agrath Earthshade, and this is where we really want to bring it home. KK is in the house. Killer. KK. Oh, Kabuki Kid. The Kabuki Kid. Don't you ever forget that. Our Kabuki Kid. Alright, so we're going to take some Agrath Earthshade. Okay? And what we're going to do is we are going to really saturate this. Okay? Because there's a couple things that we need to do with this particular wash. And I'm going to try to... okay, here we go. Camera, come on. Come with me. Okay, so the thing is to work it in here. Okay? And I really want to just work that wash into that pink area. Okay, and what that's going to do... Hold on. I'm really trying to do this with one hand. Is I want that to really kind of saturate that pink area and really darken it up a bit and make it kind of gross, like on that side. See how I'm just going to add a little more here, and I don't want this to pool, and I don't mind working it in, but I want it to saturate there. Okay. I don't want it to pool. I don't mind it working its way out. And I see that actually darkens everything up there. And that's what I'm looking for. Just like I did over here. See how that, now all of a sudden he has this kind of like, this fade in. It actually gives him some depth. And really kind of works there. Alright, let's see. I'm going to put this down there. The other thing that we need to do is he has some nails here. So I want to get all those. And we painted those with Ushabi bone, so we really kind of want to work that wash. You know, you want to turn them like 15 times and you're like, oh, maybe I should. No. And you see that's really just making those nails really gross. And that's what we're trying to do here. Romp, 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 romp. Toenails especially. Alright. And then over the top here. There we go. And then over the top here. turn the big fella. Come on, buddy. See, I want to even that out a little bit. There we go. Work that into his bicep. All I want to do is just get this kind of settle. Yeah. And I don't mind if it comes on these rocks a little bit, because it gives a little bit. You could take this wash and kind of work it into the top of the rocks even. Because what is that going to do? Well, it's going to give us it's going to bring out some browns. And that even just makes everything even more. So I'll show you in a second. Hold on, guys. It's just really a struggle with a figure of this size. But we're doing all right, you know. We're not, you know, it's not the easiest thing to do live, but hey, go big or go home. That's the way I see it. Probably see more people do it live now that I've made the blueprint, and that's the whole point. Make a blueprint, enjoy it, share it, let everybody else enjoy it as well. See, you can even kind of take some of this off here, work that in there, work that into his nails over there, and then just bring it down, bring it down, bring it down, and it just gives a little kiss of a different, you know, a different shade. And I'll show you in a second. Hold on here. Let's see. Hopefully we can keep this focused in. Come on. That's why I made this portal. See how that just kind of sits in there and gives a different shade there? See, I don't mind taking the brush and moving that around. Because, you know, we need a little browns in there. See that? See that? See what I'm talking about? There you go. There you go. Boom. All right, so let's turn him again. Come on, big boy. Come on, big boy. I want to make sure we get all these nails, because we're actually going to dry brush over those again. And the point is to get that into the recesses of the nail, so when we start to highlight the big boy, and don't be afraid to take a little of this, and if you see something, just go, oh yeah, look at his bicep here. Let's make him a little brown, green, you know, just, he doesn't have a color code. I mean, there's nothing that you do here that is going to really define our friend. There we go. It's just being yourself. Express yourself through this guy. What do you see? I see a creepy monster. That's what I see. All right, big boy, come on. Come on. And I know you're not going to see this, but you see, I got to make sure I get all these nails. Again, I'm not worried if it bleeds over or anything like that. Don't worry about it. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Take it and make it your own. See what's in your mind. See how really sick you are. That's what it really comes down to. You know, what is wrong with you? Take and paint this thing and then bring it to a psychologist and let him tell you what's wrong with you. Because I definitely would not want to bring mine to anybody, because it would definitely be a Rob, come with us. Oh sure, guys. Next thing you know, that's the end of the Rob's tabletop world. I mean, that makes some people happy. I know that. I know one particular guy. All right. Boom, boom. Just a little dab of do ya. Get that in there. Don't be afraid to just pick out a couple of rocks. Dink, 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 dink. Woo! All right. So, what do we got here? That's what we really want to know. That's what we really want to know. let's go to our front camera here. Boom. All right, so we're all ready for the big finish tonight. Okay, we are ready. Okay, and I'm ready. I hope you're ready, because boy, am I going to be happy when this thing is done. But the best part about it is it will be done. Okay, and we'll get it done. And it only took 4 parts. And, you know, we were here for almost an hour working on this guy. So tonight, 7:30. I'm going to make it around 7:30 because I want to get a little early start. I want to try to finish up by 8:30. And then I've got a lot to do tomorrow, so I want to make sure that I get everything done, because tomorrow's the last day that I'm here, and then it's off to Connecticut to go see my grandchildren. We're going to be playing some games. Hopefully we could do it live. And also we're going to be well, actually we've got a few more minutes here. I should do the base for his eyes. He's got some really ugly eyes there. So what I want to do is I want to take some white scar and I want to make his eyes white to begin with, because his eyes are going to pop for me. Oh boy, it's just not easy to show you guys this. So I'll show it to you when it turns around, and I just want to get that base in there. There we go. And then I don't know what color I want to make his eyes. But if I use white as an undercoat to really make whatever color I decide, say I decide to go with a yellow or something, you know, that white is going to help bring his 25 eyes out. I don't know. I haven't made up my mind. Why should I make up my mind? I make up my mind when I feel like making up my mind. That's what it really comes down to. I know a lot of times I don't make a decision on something until like last second. So I'm going to turn this around. You're going to see what I did with the eyes, hopefully. And there you go. All right, so come on, big boy. No, I don't think it's going to show. Come on, big boy. And then, see the eyes? It's just white. That's all it is. It's white right now because eventually what I want to do is I want to figure out a color. Now, I think red might be the thing I want to go with, but I just don't know yet. I don't know if that's going to... And using a white as a base for it is really going to help that stand out a little bit. So that's a good thing, I think. I could be wrong. I could try it and then it just looks like garbage, and then I'm going to be, well, we can paint over it because it's a mistake. And what happens with mistakes, folks? I'm going to check what you guys are writing in a minute. Hold on. Just want to get these eyes in quick before we go too far. And there we go. All right, really simple, just easy. How quick was that, right? His eyes are important because it kind of accentuates him. So that's really what we want to do. White or bright yellow? I don't know. Yeah, I might just leave him white. I don't know. Who knows? You never know with me. Ugh. Turned them around. You can see it. I mean, let me tell you something. Look at that hiney. There's no way a girl Cthulhu goes and goes, wow, that's my man right there. He's completely out of shape. That's all I'm going to say. Barb says, I'd go with red. Impressive, says Steve Parks. Well, thank you, Steve. Once again, in awe of your painting talent and creativity. Well, thank you, Godzilla Lover. It means a lot. Serial Lover, very soulful lies. You can see he's a deep soul. Yeah. He's an ancient soul. Let's see. Oh, the at Godzilla Lover. The more I watch Rob paint, the more I want to paint mine. Well, Barbara, you should. Did you get one of these beasts? He's wicked ugly. I was hungry. Not so much now. Well, Helen. Oh, God, Helen. Look at that butt. Shaking that moneymaker. Right. Gotta start driving home. We'll catch the rest tomorrow. Goodbye, all. Goodbye, Steve. Or Skinny Jeans. A butt only a mother could love. All right, so another reason is my goodness, we got the Alaboom tonight, so I really want to try to get to bed at some point and sleep for an hour or two and just stick my head in for a little while like I normally do. Annoy my very good friend Lance and then leave. This weekend I'm going to try to stream a game with my grandson from Connecticut. I'm going to film as much of the weekend as I can, and you guys will see it coming into Monday, Tuesday, then Wednesday we're going to start our coverage of Gen Con, how that's going to work. I'm going to give you my final top 10 that I've come up with, and then from there, Thursday you'll see the day before. You know, I love to walk around and show you guys everything. And then over the next couple days and next week, you'll see coverage from Gen Con. And then, of course, I'm going to be doing some live shows next week. We paint, the following week. We really try to get you guys as much as we can. We're going to have some great game nights coming up. I've really worked some things out. And wait till you see all the stuff that I got planned. It's going to be a great month of August. Join us, subscribe, hang around. If you like it, great. If not, there's so many great channels out there. That's the beauty of YouTube. There's just so much for you guys to see, and that's a good thing. All right, the camera's right over there. I'm looking at Cthulhu himself. Listen, I'm going to cut this off. Join us 7:30. Twitch 7:30. Board Game Geek TV. Our weekly Painting with Rob. It's going to be every single week, unless I tell you something that I run into some kind of problem. But I bet you I do 48 weeks out of the year, because Christmas is on a Wednesday this year. Check out part 4, the finale, on Board Game Geek TV. Until next time, it is your old pal Rob saying for me and Mr. Ugly here and Mr. Chubby Butt, we will see you hopefully later. Helen says to wait. 1, 2, 3.